your business to new insane revenue levels doesn't have to be overwhelming. It's all about the right strategy, team, efficiencies, and confidence. Welcome to the Entrepreneur Evolution podcast. With over 1 million downloads, it's the go-to business podcast dedicated to business owners who want to evolve out of operating in the day-to-day and make their dreams come true. I'm your host, Annette Walter, and I'm so happy you are here. As a former banker, I have now been an entrepreneur for over 15 years and have started, grown, acquired, and sold over 20 multi-million-dollar companies to date. Together, you and I will strengthen your existing business, build your dream team and process, grow your wealth and legacy, all while surrounding you with a community of rockstar entrepreneurs just like yourself. Are you ready to evolve? Let's get started. Welcome to this week's Entrepreneur Evolution podcast. I am very excited you are here. How are you? How's your week going? I want to hear from you, and I want to make sure that we are carving out time to think on your business and encourage you to look up in your business. There are a lot of opportunities out there, and if you are too in the weeds and cannot see them, it's time for you to schedule a call with me so we can make sure that you are staying stimulated, curious, and having fun in your business. Click the link below in the show notes and carve out some time. Treat yourself to a call to think about your business and talk about your business with me. I promise you it will not disappoint. Today's guest is Dr. Sharon Lam Hartman. She is founder and CEO of Inside Out Learning and a Wall Street Journal and USA Today best-selling author. I am really just moved by her story. 22 years in business. She's going to explain a lot about going from solopreneur to now 30 plus consultants and 8 full-time employees. Over the past 20 years, Inside Out Learning has saved clients over $1 billion by helping improve organizational dynamics, increase employee engagement, raise retention rates, and develop next generation executives. They are in it to win it. And let me tell you what, it does start with the inside and work its way out. You will love this conversation. I certainly did. And I'm so happy I get to share that with you today. Thanks for being here. Make sure you share. Make sure you leave a review. Make sure you press the plus sign and hit subscribe so you're automatically notified. And the new podcasts that drop every Tuesday and Friday weekly are loaded here for you. Thanks for being here, entrepreneur. Keep evolving. I am so proud of you. Sharon, welcome. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful, Annette. How are you?
I am great. Thank you so much for joining us and being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited.
Of course, today we are joined by Dr. Sharon Lam Hartman, and she is founder and CEO of Inside Out Learning and also the author of the award-winning book called The Authenticity Code. So welcome.
Thank you so much, Annette.
And you just found out yesterday, actually, about the award, correct?
I did. I found out through a friend of mine on LinkedIn who we've kind of been on this journey together. And she LinkedIn messaged me. I love social media for that, and she said, "Oh my gosh, we both got awards." I said, "What?" And I said, "Where do you see this?" And she sent me the link. And yes, the book received the gold top award for the Axiom Best Book Fable of 2022. So that's what it received yesterday. I'm excited.
It's like so incredible. It's so incredible. Congratulations. That has to feel amazing. Enjoy how that feels. Enjoy that feeling.
Exactly. I know, we as women, that we sometimes forget to take in those milestones and those successes to really celebrate. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to do that and not just move on to the next thing.
That's great. I love that you just said that. That's great. So tell us your story, your journey, and, start wherever you want to start, wherever feels good, and we'll take a listen and take it from there.
Awesome. Okay, great. Well, I've always had entrepreneurship in my DNA. In 8th grade, I found an essay. I actually found an essay when we were cleaning out my parents' home, and I found an essay from 8th grade that said, what I wanted to be when I grew up was I wanted to run my own business and not work for anyone else. So I knew this in 8th grade. And
I love it. I love it.
so anyway, I ended up getting my, going to college and getting my master's at Cornell University, and then in industrial and labor relations, and then did go into a corporation briefly for 6 years, but decided to go back and get my doctorate and in leadership and organization development. And that's where I met so many incredible people. I so encourage people to go out there and go to certificate programs, educational programs, because the network is incredible and you form these great bonds. And so the women and the men who were my peers at Columbia University, where I received my doctorate, they said, "You're really good. And if you were on your own, we would hire you." And it encouraged me to take a leap of faith and leave the corporation I was working in and start my own business. And in the first year, like I tripled what I made at the corporation. So, and that's just because of the network I had at Columbia University. So I'm so grateful for that. And that gave me ins to major corporations like General Electric and Stanley Tools and all these different great, Fortune 500 companies.
Absolutely. So what year was that, Sharon?
That was in 2000. So,
wow.
Yeah. So
goodness.
I know. I've been in business over 20 years.
That's amazing, right? We blink, yeah. Literally it happens. So tell us about the name of the company, Inside Out Learning. How did that come to you?
That's a really good story. Actually, it came to me on 9/11. I still remember, when something like that happens. And I was in Philadelphia at the time. That's where I was living then. And I remember driving and I was like in a daze because we had just heard about what was going on in New York. And I was driving and I suddenly just got this name, Inside Out Learning, because I was really needing to manage my inner environment that day, as we all were. And I realized everything I do, and this was what I studied in my doctorate dissertation at Columbia, is transformative learning. So everything I do is about personal transformation, leadership transformation, and just how much when we change on the inside, our external world changes. And so that is what I wanted the business to be all about.
Absolutely. And, you and I have a lot of parallels in the work that I do at I Evolve as it relates to business owners, because it's the same thing. It's that self-awareness, right? When you grow as a leader and you really emphasize on growing your people, your company grows, right?
Absolutely.
So powerful. So powerful.
Or when we believe in ourselves and we're confident in ourselves and what we offer, we get sales flows in.
Absolutely. So let's talk about your journey as an entrepreneur of 22 years. So
I know.
Are there any high moments or really low moments that you feel comfortable sharing here that would like strike a chord with another business owner out there as a learning moment?
Absolutely. I feel the low moments were more around dealing with maybe employees or consultants that were challenging. And sometimes consultants would come in and they would be, I don't know, for lack of a better word, jealous of the relationships I had at Fortune 50 companies. And some of them tried to take business for their own. And I had to really learn hard lessons about having contracts in place, NDAs, confidentiality agreements, professional service agreements saying you're going to honor, if I bring you into one of my clients, you're not going to just go in and compete with me or take business. And so I did have to get legal services a couple times and learn that lesson. And now I'm much better at assessing the character of the people that we bring in.
Yes, that's huge. Huge. I love that. That is a great lesson to share because you were bringing them in as part of your SWAT team, your partnership, your resources.
Yes.
And there's trust there. And as just humans, we automatically trust people, right?
Yes.
For the most part. And then until you really learn those lessons, it's like, okay, this is why all of this does exist over here. It's for a reason, because we need it.
Exactly. And that's why, I would much rather be able to do business without it, but no, they're there for a reason. You just don't know what can happen. And there's a lot of challenges I've had to walk through like that in terms of even being subpoenaed. One time I was working for a government client and also a Fortune 50 prime contractor and then a supplier who was another Fortune 50. So I was helping them all work together better as a team. And it was in a classified environment, which we're able to work in.
Right.
And I ended up getting caught between all three of them. That I had done data collection for them, and they wanted all my interview notes. Because they wanted to see if one of them was committing fraud or something like that. And these were interview notes about how they were working together as a team. But that year, I had to get every document off my computer, my whole company's computer, everything. And it's like, wow. And here I am being, a small woman-owned business, subpoenaed by, an agency in the federal government. So that was very stressful, but we walked through it. We had great legal support. Both of my clients that were involved were very supportive when they could have really not been. So I was grateful for that. And so those are a couple of the challenges, but
absolutely. Well, it's exhausting and, it's just a huge use of resources. And as you said, when you are a small woman-owned business, those resources are limited, especially probably, at different stages throughout the growth of the business. So what does the company look like today?
So it's got about 8 employees,
right,
and then about 30 consultants who work through the business worldwide.
Wonderful.
And it's a great size in terms of being able to go into Fortune 100, Fortune 500 companies. We do some work in small and also mid-sized businesses as well, which I love helping fellow women-owned businesses in WPO and WeBank.
Yes.
And helping them build their teams, build their leadership, their own leadership, and also training in diversity and inclusion, leadership training. So that's what we offer.
That's fabulous. You are going to be a fabulous resource in my toolbox for sure to refer business to, because those are amazing topics that the companies need right now, the larger companies need right now. Let me ask you this, because I get this a lot. Going from solopreneur, and this is kind of rewinding you back to the early days, and you said now you have 8 people and 30 consultants. So 30 consultants probably doing the work that you one day did that was like your baby, right?
Yes.
Talk to me about that transition, because I see entrepreneurs struggle with that a lot, from solopreneur to people under you actually doing the work that you love to do. What was that like? And give us some pointers there.
Yeah, so it was challenging, right? Because I tend to be kind of a control freak too, where I know the quality that I give when I'm doing it myself. And it was challenging. I had coaches that helped me with that transition, quite frankly, because I mean, you need to have support in your life when you're going through that transition. And they helped me to let go of control, and also to make sure to have a good train the trainer program where they would be trained up on coaching, on leadership training programs, and that we would do certification to say, you're ready to be a lead facilitator, you're ready to be a lead trainer, or you're ready to be a junior. Right? You're going to be a support, and then you're going to go to the lead. So we had a whole process that we laid out in terms of how to train and to make sure that they had the tools and the resources they needed to be successful. And I'm really picky in who I bring on also in terms of their level of experience, what they've done. We hire a lot of people who were VPs or presidents in Fortune 500 companies, or people who have 10 to 20 years of experience doing what they do.
Mm-hmm. And so you set your own train the trainer program and process.
Yes.
To make sure that you felt that trust and confidence putting them on site.
Absolutely.
Yes. I love all of that. I love all of that. And for those of you listening, I did not script her to say, work with a coach.
I know, right?
I love that you said that. It's that objective viewpoint, right? You can't see what you can't see when you're so tied to it.
Exactly. Yeah. And if I didn't have her, it would have been a nightmare because I was on the phone with her saying, okay, they're not doing it the way that I would do it. And so she helped coach me through step by step. And that's really important.
It's great. I love how you standardize that. That's amazing. So tell us about the book. Where did it stem from? How did it get started? What was it like writing it? Everything.
Yes. So it's called The Authenticity Code, The Art and Science of Success and Why You Can't Fake It to Make It. And it stemmed from a program that we've been doing for over a decade now in Fortune 500 companies. And I've had thousands of participants go through this program over the years. And many of them have said over and over again, this is the best program, hands down, I've ever taken. And it's helped me not only in my professional life, but my personal life, be a better human being, be more authentic, stop trying to be someone that I'm not, really be the leader I was born to be. Mm-hmm. So I've really heard that over and over again. It's helped people get promoted when they were stuck, or maybe even to decide I can stay in the company I'm in, which right now, as you know, with the Great Resignation, it's critical to retain and attract good talent. And this book helps you do that. And there is sometimes an 80% promotion rate when people go through one of our 5-day programs within the first year of going through the program. And also it helps business owners to have incredible sales. So the presentation formula that is in the book, if you follow that and you come up with a sales presentation for your business, when you go out to get contracts, it really helps you to win. We have helped our clients win billions of dollars in business over the years. And so I stand behind the formula for presentation success. And so many of the participants who have gone through the program said, please, you got to take this broader, Sharon, but more than just our company or another company, you need to take this broader. So that's what I did. I believe that's part of my calling as a leader, is to spread this to as many professionals and leaders as possible. And even college students are now benefiting from the book.
I bet. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just really powerful work. And when you can feel that fuel, it just keeps you going, doesn't it?
It does, because that's actually how I got through COVID, when all our business went away overnight, because we were doing so much in person, that I put my authentic brand statement. That's one of the exercises in the book. I put that in front of me, and every day I would read it and remind myself, this is why I get up and do what I do every day. It helps you to stay centered in times of uncertainty. So I basically put the program in the book. I wrote it as a parable, and it's of two leaders who are competing for the same job, and then what they have to go through in order to get the job and who gets it and why. But in the back of every chapter, there are exercises that are from our program, because I knew not everyone can take our program, and I wanted people to be able to benefit from those exercises.
That's powerful. And is it on Audible? I can't remember if I saw it there or not.
It is currently, it's on ebook, and you can play the ebook. It's not my voice, but it's like a robotic voice.
Right.
Yeah, we're in the process of putting the audiobook out.
Oh, I think that would be so fun for you to do, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to do that next. So I'm working with my publisher to get that going.
That's great. So what keeps you going as an entrepreneur? You said your authentic statement, but beyond that, is there anything when you're having your moments of doubt or giddiness or joy, excitement that just is your go-to mantra?
Yes. My go-to mantra is always this too shall pass. And
That's
also,
a good one. That's a good one.
yeah. And I also love the quote that, and I don't even remember where I heard it, but it's people want to arrive before experiencing the journey. So many times I have to say to myself, experience the journey. This is a journey. It's not just a destination. And I have a fabulous husband who he's actually a managing director of the business. He does all the COO type of work, and he's always got my back. I have great friends and support system and WPO. I cannot tell you, they are my sisters. When we meet, we just, we've been through so much together, and it's not just in our professional lives, but in our personal lives. And to have that support of friends that really have your back is critical.
I really like that quote, and I really love everything that you just shared. It's so important. And, your 22-year journey is just so commendable. You've accomplished so much, and you are going to continue on that path. I can't wait to see what you make happen next. So thank you so much. How can we find you, support you, buy the book, promote you? What can we do for you? What can this audience do?
Thank you so much, Annette. You're fabulous. And I so appreciate it. The book is on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Noble. You can go out to our website, insideoutlearning.com, and there's actually a public program that people can attend. If you want to really put together a presentation that's going to rock your sales and revenue, go check out our public program, the Authenticity Code, and get on the wait list for that program, because you'll put it together and you can actually practice and get videotaped, and then actually get feedback from a professional presentation coach. So I highly recommend that. And then also we have an app that's on the website as well, a digital app that you can do in the course of your workday and communicate in a social community. When you're doing it in like 15-minute steps, 16 steps to develop all the habits of the Authenticity Code. So I say really learn what your unique gifts and talents are. And there's exercises in the book to help you do that. Because when we are giving our greatest gift in the world, that is when your business will just go to totally new levels of success.
Absolutely. And tell us the name of the app, and we'll drop all this in the show notes, but I want to make sure you mention that.
Yes, it's actually called the Authenticity Code. And it's on the First 90 platform. But when you go out to the website, you can see how to purchase it. And it's very reasonable. And it's you get a whole program, videotapes, exercises, and it's great to get an introduction or go deeper into some of the concepts in the book.
I love it all. I love it all. You are so generous to be here and share with us. Thank you so, so much. It's been wonderful. Best of luck to you, and we will see you soon.
Thank you so much, Annette. It was great to be here, and keep doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Okay, you too.
Wow, what an episode. Did you learn something new? I hope so. I am so happy you were able to be here with us today. I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a review and I will be sure to read it and respond to you. Also, if you'd like to email me, my email address is yourock@iEvolveConsulting.com. Hit subscribe, and every Tuesday you'll get notification when the next episode drops. We really have some amazing interviews and tips in the future. Anything you need, I'm here for you. I want you to keep your momentum. I want to help you stay accountable. I want you to stay inspired. I want you to evolve. So please let me know what you need, and I'd love to hear from you. Take care until next time.